This is a video that will walk you through the steps of how to get started with the Apryse SDK for Node.js. I'm using Windows and Node version 22.13 and NPM version 11.2, but you should get similar results on Linux and Mac OS with any of the supported versions of Node and NPM. In this example, we're just going to create a new blank PDF from scratch, but the Apryse SDK lets you do much more than that. So I've already created a new folder called Node-Apryse, and now I'm going to open that in Visual Studio Code using code. I like Visual Studio Code, but you can use a different IDE if you prefer. Now within VS Code, let's actually initialize the project using npm init. This is going to take a little while to run, and it's going to ask us some questions. Let's give ourselves a bit more space to answer them. It's going to ask us a package name, and in this case we'll use the name it suggested of Apryse, and we'll also accept all of the other default options that it suggests. Next, install the Apryse SDK for Node using npm install @pdftron/pdfnet-node. Previously, this package included a number of samples, but we've now moved those into a different package, which you can download separately if you wish. Now that we've got the SDK installed, let's create a new file called index.js and start to use it. First, let's create a constant, and we'll destructure pdfnet out of the package we've just installed. Next, we'll create a new function called main, which need to be marked as async. Within that function, we'll create a new doc based on pdfnet.pdfdoc.create. Then we'll create a new page within that document, push this new page to the back, and then save the file. We'll give it the name of blank.pdf, and we need to specify some flags for how we want it to be saved. There's a number of options. In this case, though, let's save it as linearized, which is ideal if the PDF is going to be streamed. We'll call this new function using pdfnet.runWithCleanup. We need to pass in the name of the function we want to run, which is main, and we need to put in a license key, but we'll come back to that in a minute. Now let's create a catch, and if we get any errors, we'll log those to the console. RunWithCleanup returns a promise, so when that resolves, we can log a message to the console to say that's happened, and we also need to call pdfnet.shutdown. If we don't do this, then the Node project will keep running. I mentioned that you need a license key, and we get a free trial one from the Apryse website. So copy that and paste it into the code, and then save everything. Now run the project using node index.js, and after just a few moments it will say completed. And here's our brand new blank PDF. Let's open that in a viewer, and here it is, our brand new blank PDF that we created from scratch. You can of course do much more with the Apryse SDK. You can add text to documents or manipulate them, merge them, rotate pages, redact things, search for things, and so on. But that's all far too much to put into a getting started video. So check out the samples that you can download, or the documentation, or a whole range of videos and blogs. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, then click on subscribe and you'll hear when we create new ones. Catch you next time.